All right, ladies and gents, here we go. We have a time limit to do this, of course, and we're going to head over to Fatman. This boss fight is definitely one of the more tougher boss fights in this game. I do apologize if my voice cuts out a little bit. I don't know what's going on with my mic, but it's kind of messing up. Make sure you avoid the claymores right there. Follow the path that I do. I'm trying to explain things quick, but we go through rooms really, really quickly. So just make sure you follow what I do if I'm kind of a little bit behind in my commentary. First thing first is we're going to go ahead and get up against this right here. Do a little knock and stand over here. This is going to allow us to get by this guard without having to take him out. Always try to find ways to not take out guards except up ahead in the armory room. We are going to be taking a few guards out. That is because it's much, much, much more difficult and it will take significantly longer if you do not take the guards out. So I want to make sure that we set you guys up for success so that you can still beat this on Big Boss while achieving under 3 hours. Definitely one of the hardest boss fights to do in this game, but hopefully you're going to be able to get through it. So here we're going to go through the armory almost in exactly the same way up to the point of where we would go down. So essentially we're going to do this right here. We're going to follow this guard right there. We're going to literally follow him all the way around, and then we can sneak by him and then head out.
Nothing here.
Again, I don't know why my mic is acting a little weird, so I do apologize on this section. I will try to have it fixed for the next one, so I feel like I'm kind of yelling here to get this out to you guys, but hopefully it's not too weird for you all. So here, we're just going to wait, follow him, and as soon as you can get by him, wait, because he does turn his head, and then go by. Next section, we're going to use a chaff grenade, and we're going to follow the same path that we do when we took out the claymores. Remember, we did not take out every single claymore, just the path that I myself had created. So you want to make sure that you keep away from the other claymores that are still out there. You've got plenty of time here, so you don't have to worry, too much. Now, once we get into this next room, we're going to use the same method we did before, which is the box method. Equip it, wait for the guard to come out of the room, then go back upstairs, and then we're going to head to the helipad. So, with the boss fight up ahead, the first, I would say, about 4 hits are all scripted, meaning that everything that happens within the first minute is always going to happen. You will be able to get it to happen every single time. And then, once that script is done, everything can change. Essentially, what you want to do in the boss fight is try to keep Fatman as close to you as possible. See, I'm different than everybody else. I'm not very good at playing this game. I'm not good at shooting and moving at the same time. So my walkthrough here for this boss fight is going to be simpler, and it's going to be something that you guys are going to be able to pull off a lot easier, and you will be able to get through it. There's all kinds of excellent guides and walkthrough people out there that are so good at this game because they play it a lot and they've studied it and they know it. I just haven't had enough time, so this is that layman's type of walkthrough. But here we go.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Is he dead, Sal?
I am Fatman. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and the most. Can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time and life. Don't you follow this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters. Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Yum. Good year. Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you!
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. It set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I could become the emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That is why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
All right, immediately wait 2 seconds, then move to the right. Fatman will always do exactly the same thing if you wait 2 seconds and then move to the right. Essentially, you want to try to get a headshot. You got to take him down with the soak him first. Then we're going to use the coolant to go ahead and get the first one. There's 2 of them. Those are the only bombs he's going to plant. Come over here, wait for him. He's going to shoot, go back up, knock him out, step back, and then go ahead and use the coolant on the second one. Then we're going to go for a headshot with the M9. Wait here. He will always do this move. On the third back, then go for the shot. You can get 2 shots here if you time it right. It's hard to explain on the go, but you have to time it right in order to get 2 headshots. Sometimes you won't be able to get it like here. I was only able to get 1 shot. Now the script is done. Everything that happens at this point, I cannot control where he's going to go. You just got to get lucky. Try to keep him as close as you can. Listen to his footsteps and use the same method that you see me do. Now, most of the time I only get 1 shot in, but a lot of times you can get 2 if you're quick enough. I'm just not that good. But again, this will hopefully be able to teach you how to complete this for those of you that don't spend every aching hour playing this game. There you can see I only did 1 shot again because you have to aim quickly. I also believe that there is a mechanic that you can use in the game if you go to the options menu that allows you to go to a previous weapon item instead of equip and unequip. But I have it set the way that I do just because it makes me feel more comfortable. But you could set it to where you could do this significantly easier than I have it right now. So we're just going to continue to repeat this process over and over, and then you should be able to defeat him. You're going to take some damage, obviously, but that's okay. You don't have to worry too much about that. We were able to get 2 shots there, so that was nice. And then we're going to try to get 2 shots on the last one here. You don't really know where he's going to go. You just got to kind of try to keep following him. Luckily, he stopped right there. Hurry up and switch. Try to get a shot in, and then get 1 more, and that's it. You've done it. Congrats. And complete.
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place. Huh? No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Where is it?
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big shell with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fatman didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists. Raiden, a lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fatman, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
With flying colors.
Identify yourself.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out of the open. Follow me.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo. This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the President's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the President. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall in the Shell 1 core. You'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect unamplified. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. This security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up. But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke came from the airport Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for? Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that, Ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
All right, so essentially we're just going to go back to the armor room. The AK-74U or whatever it's called is actually in the armor room. It's on the bottom floor, and you have your level 2 keycard to get it. That room is going to change a little bit because we're actually going to be taking out a few enemies. Whereas before we would try to find ways around them. We're not going to be doing that this time because when I was finding ways around the enemies, there's just too many. There's about 5 or 6 enemies, and it becomes almost impossible because we have no radar. We have no way of knowing when the enemy is going to be coming out, and it's all a guesswork. So your best bet here is to actually take out the few guards that you see me do so you can get in there. Otherwise, everything else is essentially the same. We're going to use our chaff grenades to get by the ciphers here. We're not going to use the chaff grenades on the way back. We're going to use the new weapon we pick up to take out 2 ciphers. That way we don't have to worry about using the chaff grenade, because you want to save chaff grenades, obviously, because they are very, very handy later on. But now we're in the warehouse. We're going to take out essentially everyone here. And we're going to do that with using our M9. There's going to be 2 different methods. One is going to be the hold up. The other one's going to be get a shot from afar. So wait till he turns around. Hold him up. You want to do this quickly because everything is timed. The enemies get up quick on European Extreme, so you have to do everything within a good time. If you're slower by any bit, then you're going to get caught because the first guy, or that guy right there, is going to wake up, and then he's going to get right in your way when you're trying to get to where you need to go. So go in here. There's going to be 1 guard in here that we're going to knock out.
Freeze.
Grab our new weapon. AKS-74U. You don't need to worry about the call. It's just telling you you have what you need, so you can continue now. Head up here and go back. Now what we're going to do is actually use the weapon to take out 2 ciphers so we can get into the main hub. The next section is going to be really cool. A little bit of stealth, in your face kind of stealth, kind of like that open stealth we have to use disguises. Really cool. There is a guard that can hear you shoot this guy, so you need to shoot the cipher, so you need to be quick. Just keep running. Don't worry about those falling. And then let's head into the next section.